Hey everybody, this is Thycompany here. Welcome everybody to today's live stream. Today is August 6th, 2023. Welcome everybody to today's show. We haven't done a live stream in a while now too, so hopefully this is gonna go well. Let's see here. I know we've been having some issues with live stream connections lately, so let me know how everything's going. I do know that first like half a minute or so, sometimes it acts a little buggy. I'm gonna go to my channel and make sure that we're all good here. I'm thinking that we're good, but YouTube's been acting up a lot lately as well, so I guess we'll see here. Let me see, I think I have my phone here too, so yeah, because my computer is not even wanting to load any of these video things here, so I'm gonna probably kind of chill like this for a second while I try to confirm everything on my phone. Let's see here, we should be live. Yeah, because my computer is not even wanting to load. Okay, so according to my phone, we all seem to be good here. So I'm gonna go and probably switch over to this screen for now. Anyway, yeah, guys. So August 6th, 2023. It's been a while since we had our last live stream, right? I think the last one was about the money stream, I think. And for whatever reason, I don't know, my internet's been kind of whack for the last 2 days, so that's probably what's going on here. But yeah, guys, we're over 600 subscribers now. We have 615 subscribers, so that's nice. But yeah, it looks like 12 days ago, so almost 2 weeks ago, was our last live stream. But yeah, this is going to be, we're going to talk about a few different things. The main topic being the health updates, what's been going on in my health and all that. Because we've been also talking with Humane. Humane's freaking lost. I don't even know where he is anymore. You might have to start texting to figure out what's going on there. So, if you remember, you may or may not, had kind of a, what would you call it, a health scare or a health concern back in October, and I was having like abdominal pain and all that, and went to the ER. They thought it was appendicitis, but it wasn't appendicitis, and then they thought it was like a stomach, what would they call it? Not stomach flu, but like foodborne virus or foodborne illness, whatever you want to call it, eating bad food. But then they never like tested to prove that was the case or not, and it was sort of a weird overall situation. And it was kind of coming and going, and so first thing I decided to do was to start losing a bunch of weight. And summer of 2022, we went to Russia and we came back from Russia, and all of a sudden, from getting back into the American diet, I guess, was gaining a bunch of weight, and I think I got up to 265 or 275, and I think that's sort of where everything was starting to go downhill. So give you an update on that. I'm finally now down to about 219 pounds. If you want to go in kilograms, it's about like 99 or 100 kilograms or so, because it fluctuates every day, and I'm in the process of trying to give another push, because when I'm starting to get to the point where it's like becomes more difficult to lose weight, because I guess the less you weigh, the more difficult it is to lose more further weight. Uh, but we'll see how that goes. I suspect that by the end of August, I'll probably be losing a few more pounds at least. And after talking to a few specialists, it would appear that I should try to get under 200. Somewhere in the 190s is what I'm kind of trying to get to. But if I get under 200, I'm going to be happy, basically. But we'll see how that goes, because I was at, what, like 225 when I was in 9th grade, which was like over 10 years ago. And I was, I think, 205 in 10th grade. And that's when I was trying to lose weight to, quote-unquote, get with this girl. way back in 10th grade. Anyway, I'm at like what 219 right now. And I went to the doctor like early July. I did some testing and some good news. I don't have no diabetes, nothing like that. Uh, A1C or your blood sugar test, that's all perfect. The only thing that was off was I think it was like some signs of like high blood pressure, but I'm measuring that every day and that's going all right so far. Uh, Cholesterol looked to be high. Especially there's HDL and then LDL, and HDL is sort of like your good cholesterol, and LDL is like your bad cholesterol. And LDL usually comes from like junk food, basically like fried foods, but can also come from stuff like dairy products or bad oils, which are like your vegetable oil, soy oil. Um, I believe it also can come from like uh, things that have like not the best oils in general. So any baked goods or fried goods, they can have that as well. So that's another area. And when they did some blood work, there was some weird like concerns about uh, they want to further check for in case of like blood disease or bone marrow disease or something about protein and urine and in the blood system and I don't know, it's sort of a weird thing where like they don't know what's going on and they want to refer me to like a specialist, but they haven't done that yet. And then they said, well, it may go away when you start losing even more weight, and because of that, it's like nothing is diagnosed. Plus, they're like, oh, we don't see anything wrong with you, Thigh, so we're not gonna put you on any medication. Right. So that basically tells me, well, I'm not sick, especially since I don't have no symptoms like I did way back in October. No stomach pain, no freaking lying in bed for a week at a time. 7 days in a row, or whatever. Or worst one was like back in April when it was like lasting for like 2 months, and I had a whole bunch of other symptoms that came with that as well, like freaking random burping out of nowhere. Uh, Sometimes I felt like freaking constipated and all that. So I don't know what was going on there. Uh, Otherwise, besides that, I think my health is all right now. But I don't know if they're gonna freaking refer me to somebody or not. There was a rumor at one point that they might refer me to a hematologist, which is a blood doctor, but they never freaking did anything with that. Which tells me that because they haven't been taking any actions, it doesn't seem to be anything freaking what do you call it, dire or important at the moment, or crucial or critical. So because of that, I don't believe that I'm going to be in any danger, so to speak. Otherwise, everything else seems to be fine. So what I have noticed though is that if I'm eating healthy food and staying with a healthy diet, I feel fine, feel better and better. But if I for some reason start switching to junk food, I start feeling worse and worse. So that's one thing that's new that I've noticed. In the past, I had nothing like that happen before. So it's definitely advisable and the best, I guess, my favorite to continue with healthy food, which is you have fruits, veggies, and all that. Drinking water instead of drinking sweet tea, soda, juice. I guess one thing for me, I had a lot of milk, but I'm staying on a water diet right now. So as far as I can tell, that should be bringing my weight down even more. Speaking of which, I'm drinking water right now too. Uh, but yeah, otherwise, besides myself, good news, my grandmother is doing well. No issues with her, as far as I can tell. She didn't want to check her sugar for whatever reason, but other than that, that should be fine. Bashko, я занят. Потом. And what else? My grandfather has few issues. He had a UTI infection, or basically a urinary tract infection, uh, which may be over now. We're waiting for results from his last one, which he sent in a few days ago. Then he's going to go to a hematologist because he had anemia, not anemia. So anyway, anemia, which is like iron deficiency, and possibly he may have something going on there. And then he's also going to go for a colonoscopy to see if there's to check to see if everything's all right. Possible check for internal bleeding. Uh, and keeping up with his hemoglobin and all that. He did have this whole, I guess, last 4 or 5 months. I think he's had like maybe 3 blood transfusions, uh, which is a lot, but we'll see how that goes. Uh, so I guess later half of August we'll see if there's any new developments from that. Otherwise, in terms of my dad's condition, I don't think I've talked to anybody regarding the plan that I had with him, uh, because his situation sort of is starting to go along the route that my grandparents are on, um, in terms of what his future life is going to end up being like. Uh, and the plan is that we're going to move him from Georgia to North Carolina, likely, and from there, a few different things are going to happen. One idea that we have is probably likely going to move to Charlotte. We don't have that confirmed yet. One area we want to get him to be moved to is an apartment complex where my grandparents stay at. Um, but for him to go there is a waiting list, and he needs to show some documentation for that. And the whole documentation process for him is difficult. He can't seem to find some of his IDs, so we're going to see how that goes. And then there's a lot of application fees that need to be taken care of, and we think that my what you call it, half brother, I guess, um, may be helping us out with that. We don't have confirmation, or at least from my end, for that. Um, but my sister claims that he's going to help, so we're going to see how that goes. Uh, and then once all that's settled, basically, the next step would be to figure out how much he's going to get paid. And that's if they're going to take him in with the application process and all that. What is his rent going to be? Is he going to be on any what do they call it? Rent assisting, lease assisting, or housing assistance program, which is usually for either like there were two programs. There's a Section 8 housing, and then there's HUD, which is like housing and urban development. Um, And then I think there's a third committee or something as well. I don't remember off the top of my head, but that's something that's later down the line we're going to end up looking at. Uh, Otherwise, once he gets all that settled, we're going to have to figure out, how's he going to maintain living there, and is he going to be living with a roommate or not? We don't know that yet. We have a few possible things to look at, but we haven't have anything confirmed at the moment. Um, what else is going to happen? He doesn't have transportation, so that's a big issue. As far as I can tell, I don't see any dire need for him to go anywhere at the moment. Um, what else has been going on? Food is no trouble. We figured out how to take care of that. Uh, Eventually, when he gets down to moving here, probably going to have home health aid, which is going to go towards where I'm working. Um, so that'll be some extra income coming in, possibly. We don't have any, set plan at the moment other than we need to get him on the wait list. So he's likely going to end up being something along what my grandparents are at, but again, we don't know for sure. What else has been going on? Let's see. For his health, he's still having like memory issues by looks of it. Um, occasionally he has trouble understanding certain like topics. Um, like I say, we're discussing something that usually would be easy to understand for him. It randomly would become difficult. or he would start kind of interjecting with other topics, or then start asking questions that have no relation to the topic, and then start repeating the questions. Like, let's say we're talking about his health, for example. We're talking, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Well, how are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I've been fine. I've been healthy, no issues here and there." "Oh, okay. So how have you been doing?" "Well, like I said, everything's good, and no new developments about this and that." "Oh, so how are you doing?" And then he goes in this cycle, keeps asking me how I'm doing, and that can be an issue here and there. So because of those complications, uh, we still keep an eye on him and try to talk to him at least once a day or so. Uh, Otherwise, everybody else seems to be fine. One big issue that I'm working on is trying to, I guess, get more work done. Um, Few things that have been kind of developing recently. Let's see. This is Humane's cooking, by the way. For those of you who are wondering what's this. Uh, Speaking of which, Humane's kind of having the same issue now. "Brother, I need help making money without having a job." Well, that's not. I don't know how you're going to get that done. You're always going to have some sort of a job or some work associated. Um, Back at it again with the firecracker noodles. I'm going to ask how much money he needs. So Humane, if you see this video, let me see. Can I add a reaction? Let's see. I have rooster rights images. Where's the question mark emoji? I can't remember off the top of my head. Somewhere here. Where's the one that's like where you're interested in wondering what that's about? It's a lot of clothing emojis. Why am I not finding what I want? Oh, maybe I'm in the. Oh, the freak. Starts adding animals for some reason. Nature. Is there like? Yeah, that's food. Gaming. What is that? Travel. Objects. Money with wings. Yeah. And help making money if I have a job, right? Yeah, you mean we'll have a discussion on that because I don't know what your situation is. And plus, you're about to go back into school again, so you're going to have your school season, so I don't know what that's going to be like and how if that's going to be complicated or not. Um, so yeah, the job stuff. So here's what's going on so far with that. So I'm getting paid to take care of my grandmother, and my grandfather was in a limbo for like a while, like because he was hospitalized. We were kind of trying to get it so where I will take care of him, but at the meantime, it looks like my mother is taking care of my grandfather. But so money's coming in, but it's going to my mother, which is fine. Um, Eventually down the line, I'm going to try to figure out how to get my dad into that program since he qualifies, but he needs to be here in North Carolina, basically, for that to work. And so, again, he's going to have to move over here and then get all of his IDs, switch to North Carolina IDs. And then, that's going to be a process, right? So, and one of the big issues, he needs to get residency. It has to be a resident of the state for, I think, at least 30 days, if I'm not mistaken. Could be more possibly, depending on the what the requirements are. So we'll see. But hopefully I can get that apartment stuff all situated. That'd be nice. Uh, let's see. So that's that. So basically, I have the what would you call it? Home health aid or health care, home care, or whatever you want to call it. Um, yeah, we just call it HC, healthcare, home care, home aid. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. So money from that, and then eBay. eBay was freaking crap in like May, June, and like beginning of July. We finally got it up to a decent, well, back to what it was like beginning of the year. It's not at March level yet. and March level would be like 1600 from like back when I was set. Actually, let me go back to Discord here. You look at eBay. See, I didn't even bother to send May, June, and July performance, even though I could probably send July. But I'm gonna skip it because our total sales are not even at freaking 1400 here. Ours is like 900. It was freaking like at 400, which is really bad. So what is this? March, right? So that's 1500, and then I had there we go, over 1600 in gross sales. That's our record so far. Yes, I think that's the most we've ever made on eBay in a month or within a 30-day period, which is what, February 19th through March 21st. And you know, if this was like a few days over, we would definitely could say 1600 for March, and you know, March it's at 1500, but we're at like 900. The goal is to be able to get back to over 1,000 at least, which I think we can do in I have a good feeling we can do that. So what is this? 1,300, 1,400. So that's February, so that's like 1,200, you could say. February was when I was posting the big paintings. January is 1,200. October, yeah, that's kind of like what we were. So this is October 2022. This is sort of where we were at now, but we're at like 900 now. So let me go to my current performance stats on eBay. So you could say 900. These stats are not the best. Again, it's because I'm selling a lot of stuff where shipping takes up a huge chunk of the gross sales. But I think our net sales a little bit over 400. I think I'm not confirmed on that. But we have a bunch of new items up. I think by the end of August we can get over 500 items for sale. We also changed like the what do you call it, profile picture and the banner image here. We'll see if that does any effect. If there's not any effect, I might go down to what's called the McDonald's effect, where you know, put everything red and yellow, or maybe like Walmart colors, blue and yellow. We'll see how that goes, but fast food is like red, stores for some reason is blue and yellow. I don't know. It's sort of weird because you got Target with it if they're red. So yeah, we got a bunch of new stuff for sale. A lot of food items, healthcare, or what do you call it, like PPE, personal protective equipment stuff. Let's see, food items. The office supply stuff is starting to go down, meaning that we're selling a bunch of it. Well, actually, we do have some more office stuff for sale because we have these portfolio folders. What else do we have? Metal, hardware, antique, collectible stuff. We have that, like collectible keys or antique keys. We also have a few like ceramics. What else? Vitamins are sort of a newer thing we've been putting up for sale. So that's for like your hardware and vacuum stuff. See the Hard Rock Cafe glass, Hurricane glass. That's a new thing. What else has been going on? We haven't sold artwork in a while, since like March. So I'm going to figure out what to do with that. My first guess is to lower the prices of all of these here. But I have a guy interested in this piece, but I don't know if he's going to buy it or not. But regardless if this sells or not, I'm probably going to start making a bunch of pieces kind of like at the $40 to $70 range versus it being like 100 and up. And I think that's a safe area to go with. Because the last piece we sold was like, I think 40 bucks. So, and some of these pieces that are less than 40, I'm surprised that they're not selling. You know, kind of concerned that, and I don't know the reason behind it. Like some of these pieces, I can drop the price even more. Like I'll probably drop the prices of a bunch of stuff uh, later in August. I'm thinking, heck, maybe even today. But then again, we have a lot of new items too. Like for example, this is a new what do you call flash chiller? That's a new thing we have in the store. The water pick, which is like a massage therapeutic shower head kit, and it's a dual shower head kit, so you're getting like 2 in 1. What else has been selling? We have some new like fashion stuff. Probably be selling more of that and putting more of that up for sale. The drawings and all that, no one's, for some reason, these were hot when I first put them up for sale. Now they're not, and then the canned goods have stopped selling. I have no clue why. But that's probably all going to drop down in price. And I have a big feeling that come fall, everything else is going to start going, like we're going to get a bunch more sales. I feel like right before the winter time, our sales pick up. But let's see, that's all. October was like 500, right? Oh, this is when I had that crazy buyer. We sold over 2,000 items. We're almost at 3,000 now. We have over 800 positive reviews. When was this? September? Yeah, right. September. This is what. So this is kind of like where we're at now, I guess. So September. Oh yeah, the Purell and the Ragu lady. When was this? In September, right? Yes, I know when my freaking feedback's gonna reset to 100 now. Okay, so that's cool. It's August, so September, so October, probably. Well, September, October is when my feedback should go back to 100% now. We're at like 99.6. Let's see, but yeah, I'm thinking to try to get back into doing the artwork stuff. As far as YouTube, let's quickly go into YouTube, and we're probably going to have a channel update. Oh, shouldn't have taken that out. Channel update stuff. We're going to, let's see, cover that right quick. So a few changes we've done. We might start doing live streaming videos again. I don't know. It also depends if Humane's going to get back to Discord or not. Rooster's got he's got a crazy work schedule. But congratulations on Rooster for getting a few more subscribers. He has over 460 subscribers now. And then his Trackmania world record video got over 200 views out of nowhere. That's pretty nice. I'm surprised that happened, considering if you look at his other videos, it just kind of came out of nowhere, right? And then this got a lot of views. Rust got a good number of views. I'm almost wondering if he uploads like once a day, how that's going to work. I do know with his schedule that's going to be pretty difficult to do. But I have a feeling that Rooster might get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, possibly. But yeah, we're at 615. A few things that we've done. So with videos, we've decided to switch to blocks cards videos for now, since that's getting way more views than everything else. Considering like the backroom stuff, the random other games, the anime games, Rainbow Friends games, the random other videos. Yeah, blocks cards has significantly more views than everything else. So we're probably going to continue with blocks card videos for now, unless I do get requests for other videos. Let's see what else. Shorts. Shorts been getting a lot of views too. It's been all over the place though. And I think our new shorts schedule for this channel is probably going to be either once a day, like, or maybe even twice a day, depending on how the videos perform. It depends on different factors, but we are getting videos now with 2,000 views, over 1,000 view, another over 1,000. But we need more of those 2,000 view videos, right? But they are coming once in a while, so that's good. And DJ Khaled, the DJ Khaled video is getting a bunch of views. It's at over 66,000 views now, which is awesome. I suspect it to get over, it may even get over 100,000 views by September. Possibly, because it's getting like 3,000 views a day or so. And I think we are getting some subscriber count bonuses from that. But I'm wondering if it will get over to 650 by the end of August. That would be nice. Because if we can get to 650 by the end of August, and then 700 by the end of September, man, if we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023, that would be awesome. Because we are trying to eventually monetize the channel. Let's see where we're at in our progress. Let's see, let's go to our, would be our earn page. And from here, we have a couple of requirements. So to first start monetizing, we have the first tier, which is memberships, super chat, and then shopping. To qualify for that, you need at least 500 subscribers, which we have 615, so we qualify there. Video uploads, we qualify. So we need either the shorts or public watch hours, and it looks like public watch hours is likely to be the bigger thing that we get. Unless short views somehow magically go way up, which the only way I could see that is somehow from DJ Khaled video getting a lot of progress. But even then, even if it gets 1 million views, it only would be like a third of the way. So that's going to be tough. And then we have this here, like the regular ad revenue stuff, watch page ads. To get that, we need 1,000 subs, 4,000 watch hours, and 10 million, or one of those. But we need 3,000 or 3 million. So that's going to be tough. But I think this is doable. But we'll see. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what's been going on lately in terms of my health, the channel, everything else. If you have any questions, recommendations, or anything you would like to see for future videos, do let me know. And we'll see you all in the next episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all take care and have a good rest of your day.